Hello, hello, welcome back to the One Story at a Time. And if you're a beginner, just listen the story and the tone. Don't focus on the details. Maybe turn on the subtitles. Okay? If you're intermediate, this is where you train opinion, speculation, and how to stay neutral when you don't know everything or you don't want to expose yourself. Today's episode uses celebrity gossip not to judge, not to take sides, but to practice how English is actually used when people talk about rumors, situations, and certainty. So pay attention. Recently, Brazilian singers Zé Felipe and Ana Castela ended their relationship. The breakup happened shortly before a cruise organized by Ana Castela. Even after the separation, Zé Felipe still took part in the cruise. Apparently, this wasn't a personal decision. People are saying that he went because of a contract. According to reports, Anna asked her team to make sure Zé Felipe stayed in a cabin on a different floor so they wouldn't run into each other. It also seems like they didn't rehearse together and didn't do a sound check at the same time. After his performance, Zé Felipe left the ship early. During the show, there were moments of interaction. They exchanged looks, small gestures, and indirect comments during the songs. At one point, Anna left the stage before the song ended. After that, it looked like both of them were playing with the situation, teasing each other, almost like inside jokes in the air. Some people saw tension, others saw irony, and some thought of it like just as part of the performance. All right, now let's just do a quick check. Answer out loud. Did they break up before the cruise? The answer yes, they broke up before the cruise. Question number two. Did they interact on stage? Yes, there were some interactions on stage. Question number three. Did everyone interpret those moments in the same way? The answer no. People saw the situation differently. When you don't know the full story, strong statements are risky. Okay? So, English gives you distance. You can say, it seems like they avoided each other. It looks like the situation was uncomfortable. From the outside, it appears tense. I get the sense that emotions were still involved. Notice the pattern. You are describing how it looks, not claiming if it's true. Okay? That's how you stay safe in an English conversation. Sometimes you don't want to choose a side or you simply don't know enough about the topic. Yeah. Here's how to stay neutral in English. All right? I'm going to give you a couple of more tips. You can say, it's hard to say without knowing the full context. There's probably more to the story. We only see what's public. Both sides might have valid reasons. I don't think we have enough information to judge. Now answer out loud question number one. Do you think Zé Felipe should have paid the fine instead of going to the cruise? And please feel free to drop in the comments your answer right after you trained with me out loud, okay? I want to hear your voice. All right, the answer. I think that if they didn't have major conflicts, showing up and being professional about the commitment makes sense. At the same time, I wouldn't judge him if he had chosen to pay the fine and not go. People have feelings, right? Question number two. Were you already aware of this gossip? The answer: yes, I had seen some comments online, but not the full story. Now I know more because I had to read about it and bring this story here in English for you. And yeah, basically this. Question number three, I think. What had you already heard about this situation? The answer: I had basically heard that they broke up shortly before the cruise. It's because I follow a few gossip pages. I won't lie, I'm a bit of a gossip person. Sorry, not sorry. I know if you're here until now, you also a bit of a gossip person. Admit it. Honestly, speculating like this in English is a great practice. It helps you to practice because you are talking without certainty. So you have to soften opinions. And it's hard to stay fluent without full information sometimes. And that's exactly what most intermediate learners want to sound: natural, flexible, and in control. All right, I'm warming up here because we are going a bit deeper now. I have a question. Answer out loud. Who do you think decided to end the relationship? Just between us. Spill the beans. The answer: it seems like Zé Felipe made the decision, but honestly, that's just my neurons connecting things in my head. Yeah. Number two, do you think it's possible to work together right after a breakup? The answer: I think it's possible, but emotionally difficult for most people. Question number three. Do you think those on stage interactions were planned or spontaneous? It looks like some moments were planned, but the tension felt real. It was in the atmosphere. Question number four. If you were in their place, would you have done the show? My answer: I probably wouldn't have. Unless the contract left no other option. I have a little problem of, I don't know, I usually like to cut bonds and things like that. But now let's imagine you're telling this story to a friend like I was telling to you, okay? And then and you're telling this story in English, obviously. You don't repeat everything, you summarize. People said that they broke up before the cruise. Reports mentioned that they avoided each other backstage. Some comments suggested that on-stage interaction felt tense. Look how I'm summarizing. Now try. How would you report this situation in one sentence? Give me your answer out loud, please. My answer: I read that they broke up before the cruise and only interacted on stage because of contractual obligations. I have an important reminder, okay? This is gossip. We don't know the truth, and that's okay. The goal here isn't to decide who's right or wrong, it's to practice speculation, neutrality, interpretation. This is what we're practicing. Real conversational English. We are gossiping with each other here. So, gossip is a powerful language material because it forces you to speak without certainty. If you're a beginner, listening today was enough. Well done. Good job. Just drop down in the comments how did you feel about this listening and about this topic. And if you're intermediate, answering out loud is where the learning happened. If you want, leave a comment. Tell me how you would describe this situation and how neutral or opinionated you would choose to be. Yeah, I would love to see your comment. Until next time, one story at a time. Bye bye.